What's good in the hood, YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here bringing another video. Today I'm bringing you a video on something that was kind of shown off the other day. I wanted to actually mention it because I kind of talked about it a few days ago, but new information was revealed because someone found it in stores, and I also wanted to give more details about it. The Legacy movie figures. They were actually shown off the other day in one store in Chicago, apparently. Now, the thing that's pretty noteworthy is they are doing 6 boxes. So you may think to yourself, but there's no Green Ranger in the movie. So that's the interesting thing. Apparently what they are doing instead is that they're putting Alpha in the box. He is going to be articulated like the others, but obviously he's a different mold, he's a different shape, he's a different kind of figure, so he'll be more articulated based off of his character, which is going to be interesting to see how that's going to apply to a non-Ranger figure, because we haven't had that yet. It could be really cool, it could be really bad, it could be pretty interesting. I don't know anything as far as what the differences will be with posability, but he should be different, I'm sure, because he isn't the same kind of shape, body, figure, you know, all that kind of stuff. We'll see what happens though. As far as why this is, the logical and most reasonable explanation is it has to do more or less so with the size of the mech, and also the amount of pieces and what the pieces are for each one of them as when building the mech. So for example, I believe it's I'm trying to think now. I believe blue and black are blue and black are the leg, get a leg each, as well as themselves, and then red and yellow get an arm each, and then pink gets the wings, and then Alpha gets the chest and the headpiece. Now obviously that forces you to have to get Alpha no matter what, because that means that, you know, he's not some small piece, he is like the main piece. If you don't have him, you can't do anything, so you are forced to get him. If you don't have him, you can't make it at all. So he is a must-have figure. It is important. That basically means you have to get him, which also means that if you want to get the whole wave, it's going to cost you $120 rather than $100. Obviously not including people that can get it for discounted prices, which fortunately for me, I've always seemed to, for each of these waves so far, been able to get it at a cheaper price because I've bought them in bulk, or I've had discounts, or I've had coupons or whatever, so I've been able to actually get them cheaper than maybe they would have cost had I bought them you know, full price. Nice to know. But yes, so we've seen them in stores already. Supposedly the street date that they are releasing, some stores have said like the 15th, some have said the 17th, some have said even sooner. It's not clear. As of now, they're saying Toys R Us. Completely doubt it. If you know how it's worked in the past, every single time they say, oh yeah, it's gonna be Toys R Us exclusive, not going to happen. Guarantee you it's going to be Target as well, just because that's how it's been in the past, and just in general, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. So expect that kind of stuff to come out fairly soon. The figures themselves look really nice. It should have pretty similar articulation to the other ones, and if you've had the glossy figure that was released in San Diego Comic-Con last year, I believe it was, you know what you're getting pretty much. But it should also be interesting now to see how the Megazord works and how that's going to work into it. Just understand that yes, there's 6 boxes because, you know, the boxes are only so big and they only have so much room to fit things in, and that's important, and that's also part of the reason why, like, they don't put all the weapons in, even though in reality all of them should have weapons. I still find that ridiculous, and everyone else does too, that they don't have their individual weapons. Not just the movie figures, but Legacy figures in general so far have really not had their weapons aside from green. I really hope that eventually they do something smart when it comes to that stuff and don't force us to buy something stupid in the process of getting all the weapons. I'm not necessarily saying, you know, anything. I know for a fact, you know, if they choose to do all the weapons in one box, fine. For people like me who actually have all the figures so far, but for people who don't, that's going to be a pain, because that means that it's forcing you to buy all the weapons in one set. Hopefully they figure out a very smart way to get the other weapons so that you don't have to spend, you know, a ridiculous amount of money if you've bought the figures already. that's why I personally am very curious as to how they're going to make this work and actually supply you with a rational explanation. Are you just gonna like have to bring your figure to the store and say, I need this figure, this weapon? Like, I hope that's not the case. That would be really bad. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know anything for a fact though, but yes, important to note, I just wanted to mention that. So yes, we are getting these figures fairly soon. Yes, next month, because we're practically into February now, almost. But yeah, so I just wanted to make you aware, these are coming. Alpha is going to be part of it, so it should be interesting to see what kind of differences he'll have compared to the others, since he isn't a Ranger, and he's the first non-Ranger we've gotten as a legacy figure. So it's going to be really cool to see what the differences are. Even people are upset in some ways that they're choosing to do him of all characters. In some ways, it's actually nice, because think about that. It's the first one. So that could also give us a sense of what kind of differences they could do with monsters, villains, etc. You know, we have to wait and see. I don't know anything yet, but I think that that's pretty cool. Obviously, it's just convenience more so, but I just hope that they do give him special articulation that makes him interesting. I don't expect him to have any weapons or anything, really, but hopefully it works out well and it's a cool figure. One thing to also note on the box is that for some reason, where like the character image is for him, rather than having him, it's red. It's probably just because it's easier just to put a print of that rather than putting a print of Alpha, I guess. I don't know. It might have just been simpler for them, but that's what they chose to do. So just be aware of that when you get it. If you see that's just how it is. So that's about it from me, guys. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Are you guys interested in all this? Are you planning on getting the Legacy movie figures? Leave your comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video. So, guys, I'm Crazy Sarah saying one, and goodbye, guys.